When the storms came, thunder rang like the sky became a cathedral, and pouring rain cleansed me like a prayer. All the years I spent in Catholic school dampened my love for tempests. I spent too long compelled to believe they were heaven sent. But whenever I look at a blue-gray sky moving faster than the breezes through the trees, I can see beyond the supposed disaster. I used to be afraid of the rain, afraid that puddles would turn into floodwaters and smoke-colored clouds would envelop me where I stood. Looking out past a palm tree horizon into a raging ocean was the first thing that stirred my soul since religion stole my love for nature. Noah's Ark may have stripped mankind of sin, but this flood of memories broke the ark, keeping me above these demons and sent me drowning in the depths of whatever past I might have known. I've always been close to death. We stand somewhere between lovers and enemies. I've known him in every life I've lived. The first time we met, I was young and naive, greeting my old friend, the ocean. Staring at the sun made me delirious at best, and the current grabbed my legs and I somersaulted, swallowing sand and tangling in seaweed. I followed the light until my eyes opened, and I realized it wasn't the end, only the sun. I remember his face somewhere in the back of my mind. The lines were blurred, but his eyes were rimmed in midnight, and someone poured blue skies into a funnel with sunlight to make them shine. I never went into the Atlantic again. The next time we met, I was older and he looked better. I saw him in the reflection of every casket I cleaned, the solitary figure standing sentinel during the mass. We talked about the people he'd seen and everyone I had to bury, the lives we lived so different from the lives we wanted. He reminded me of someone I hadn't met in this life yet, his words all too familiar. When he left, I knew it wouldn't be the same. I tried going in the ocean that summer, but navy blue waters couldn't heal my tattered soul. The last time Death and I met, I found him waiting for me on the corner after school. He looked the same, but the curls in my hair were starting to straighten and my eyelids were rimmed in gray. Mornings turned into morning, and I barely had the strength to sleep at night. He leaned in for a kiss, but my blood-stained lips could barely meet his face. Relying on breaking hearts to keep me alive turned me into an animal. His lips met mine anyway. He tasted like sea foam and secrets, lavender and summer rain. At one time, he lived, but lifetime separated what we could have had. I knew him as a lover from a time long ago, yet the only memory I have is a feeling that's caught in another century. We knew it would be decades before we saw each other again. Time was the enemy neither of us could best. We walked into two different sunsets, knowing that both our hearts would be half broken and our ribs would be protecting festering wounds, slowly spreading. The scars from 1,000 bitter plagues formed the heart lines on my palms, condemning me to love what I lost. My fingertips start turning to ash whenever I look at the ocean now. The summer isn't welcoming warm as much as searing heat that burns whatever parts of me are left. Winter always saves me because the cold is what numbs the pain of cracking ribs and a body that has to walk in the center of a hurricane to survive. Being cold-hearted isn't just a personality trait anymore.